Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to tell you things you probably haven't heard about the 2026 BMW XM label red, because everyone talks about the 738 horsepower. But what's really interesting is how this power is used. And believe me, these details will surprise you. Producing an SUV was already an unexpected move for M Division, but not just an SUV. A vehicle with a hybrid power system, 738 horsepower, and red accent stripes. The XM label red makes the question, is this an M car or a luxury SUV? Meaningless, because this vehicle offers both simultaneously without apology. When you first look at the BMW XM label red, you might be confused, because this design doesn't speak BMW's language you're used to. But this isn't a design flaw, it's a conscious choice. The front grille is massive. BMW's largest kidney grille is here. The illuminated border makes this grille even more prominent in the darkness of night. And notice, this grille isn't just visual, the cooling system really needs it, because inside, a V8 engine and electric motor work together. The headlights are slim and sharp, but what's truly striking here is the dual layer LED daytime running lights. The upper section is a thin line, the lower section a thicker strip. This design gives you the message, there are two power sources here. Hood lines are aggressive, air channels are functional, and on the side, red accent stripes. These stripes aren't just decoration, they're the signature of the label red version, and this red is a nod to M Division's racing heritage. The side profile is almost coupe-like. The roofline descends toward the rear, but notice, this flow doesn't come at the expense of interior space, because the XM is designed as a 7-seat SUV, 23-inch wheels, standard M-specific design with black and red details, brake calipers in gold, because the label red version emphasizes privilege in every detail. The rear design is the most controversial section, split LED taillights in two pieces. Some find this bold, some find it excessive, but there's one truth, the XM label red gets noticed when parked, and that's exactly what BMW wants. When you open the door, the first thing you see is red. Seat edges in red leather, seat belts red, stitching red. This gives you the message, label red isn't just a name. Front seats are full bucket style, side supports high, shoulder area tight, but at the same time there's 20-way power adjustment, massage function, heating and cooling. Because the XM is as much a sport M car as it is a luxury BMW, in front of you a curved screen. The 12.3-inch instrument cluster and 14.9-inch touchscreen stretch like a single glass surface. iDrive 8.5 system, BMW's most current interface. But there's something special here. M mode button. When you press this button, the screen turns red and shows only performance data, turbo pressure, power distribution, G-force. Because the XM doesn't forget performance while offering luxury. The steering wheel is M-specific, leather and Alcantara covered. Flat bottom, M1 and M2 buttons instantly change your driving modes, and behind it carbon fiber paddle shifters, because even though this is a hybrid, manual control is still yours. Second row seats are electric and heated, center console equipped with climate controls and USB-C ports, and if you open the third row, it can accommodate 2 more people. But notice, these seats are for short distances. For long journeys, traveling with 5 people makes more sense. The roof is panoramic glass. You can adjust its brightness with electrochromic tinting, and the sound system, Bowers and Wilkins Diamond Surround, 20 speakers, 1,500 watts. But what's truly important is how it brings the V8 engine sound into the cabin, because BMW sees engine sound as part of the experience. This cabin tells you this, go fast, but go comfortably, and while doing so, don't answer to anyone. The heart of the 2026 BMW XM label red is actually 2 hearts. The first is a 4.4-liter V8 twin turbo. The second is a 197 horsepower electric motor. Total power, 738 horsepower. Total torque, 1,000 Newton meters. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 3.8 seconds. This is an impressive number not for an SUV, but even for a sports car. But what's truly impressive is how this power is managed. In standard driving mode, the vehicle starts with the electric electric motor, moving silently, but when you press the gas pedal a little more, the V8 kicks in, and the transition is almost imperceptible because the system seamlessly blends the power of both motors. When you switch to M mode, everything changes. Exhaust valves open, the V8 sound fills the cabin, the transmission shifts more aggressively, suspension becomes stiffer, and the vehicle, despite its 2.7-ton weight, behaves like a sports sedan. 8-speed automatic transmission, ZF produced, gear changes are fast and sharp. But notice, in M mode, the paddle shifters give you real control. With each gear change, the pop from the exhaust provides feedback. All-wheel drive is standard. The MX Drive system dynamically distributes power between front and rear wheels. If you activate rear drive mode, 100% of the power goes to the rear. And yes, you can drift with a 738 horsepower SUV. Brakes are M-specific. Carbon ceramic discs are optional. Stopping distance from 100 kilometers per hour to 0 is 34 meters. But what's truly important is the feel of the brake pedal. Because in a hybrid vehicle, the transition between regenerative braking and mechanical braking can be difficult. But BMW has made this transition flawless. In most hybrid vehicles, the electric motor exists for efficiency, but in the XM label red, the electric motor exists for performance. The 25.7 kilowatt-hour battery offers 82 kilometers of electric-only range. But what's truly important here is how the electric motor supports the V8, because the electric motor provides instant torque. And this makes throttle response incredibly sharp. Charging time is 3.5 hours with AC charging. With DC fast charging, 10% to 80% in 30 minutes. But most XM label red owners don't use this vehicle in electric-only mode because the V8 sound is part of the experience. In hybrid mode, the system constantly switches between the two motors. In the city, electric. On the highway, V8. During acceleration, both together. And you don't notice this, you just feel the power. The BMW XM label red is full of technology, but this technology doesn't make decisions for you. It just offers options. Adaptive suspension makes adjustments within milliseconds according to road conditions. But in M mode, you can manually select the settings because the XM wants to give you control. 360-degree camera, parking sensors, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, all standard, but none are mandatory because BMW knows the driver of this vehicle won't give up control. Head-up display is colored and wide. In M mode, the display spreads across the full windshield. RPM, speed, gear, turbo pressure. Everything is in front of your eyes. You don't need to turn your head. And voice assistant. When you say, "Hey BMW, activate M mode," the system changes everything. But notice, this command only works when parked because BMW wants to prevent distraction while driving. The BMW XM label red isn't for everyone, and BMW knows this. This vehicle appeals to those who say, "I need to be eco-friendly, but I won't give up performance." It appeals to families, but for those seeking sports car excitement. To those who value luxury, but want an SUV that can drift. The XM label red is a status symbol, but at the same time, a real M car. The intersection of these two is a very narrow audience, but BMW has created a perfect vehicle for this audience. This vehicle isn't the future, it's the most extreme version of the present, and some people are ready for this extremity.